Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO information slash prediction video. And the reason I say information predictions is because over the past few days, other toy companies and different things, I believe, they've been showing off their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives for this year. And if you didn't know, while San Diego Comic-Con has been canceled, they will be having it online free for anyone to attend if they wanted to. They're still going to be having panels and different things like that held over Zoom and different showcases and things like that. We don't know who exactly is going to be there, like if Marvel's going to be showing off like a bunch of stuff for Phase 4 or even DC and different things like that. There was yesterday, I think that some news came out that DC would be having their own thing on August 22nd, showing off games and TV shows and movies and different things like that. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But anyways, San Diego Comic-Con is such a big part for LEGO. At least in my mind, I look back over the past few years, and every year they reveal a set, and they have the figures that are so highly sought after by everyone each and every single year, I think. And I remember last year just getting the Spider-Man PS4 figure was just crazy to me. It was so strange to see that happen and everything because I had drawn the figure. And I think going into last year's Comic-Con, I actually did a prediction video talking about who I thought that the Marvel and DC figures would be for that year. So I figured, just in case, like, I don't know if LEGO actually is doing this. I'm not confirming this or anything at all. But I would be kind of disappointed if LEGO does skip out on this whole digital version of it. I hope that we do get some set reveals. Normally it is around the end of June-ish that we start to get reveals and different things like that, or into July. So I'm really hoping, I'm still holding out hope that that is something that will happen. So I reached out to some people on different Discord servers, and I figured that I'd just put together a list of who I thought. So let's start with DC. Now here's the thing, when I was sitting down and making this list, you have to look back at different patterns and things like that. So you'll hear as I go through everything, I'll kind of mention my thought process behind everything. But let's start with DC. So for that, I came up with the Joker movie, and for that I could definitely see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker being the figure. And the reason I say that is because, of course, they're never going to do a set on an R-rated movie, but LEGO has been doing so much 18 plus stuff this year. If you look back, there's just so much 18 plus stuff that they've done. And for something like Comic-Con, I think that it's not really for kids, I would say. No, I don't think, unless there's like some kid that just like was really bothering their parents so much that they needed the Spider-Man PS4 figure last year. I don't think that the figures are made for them. I think that they're made for more adult collectors, of course, and then of course the aftermarket as well of how much they're worth. So, the age on them might be 6 and up, but it's really meant for collectors, I would say more. So I think that that would work well. And maybe you're like, well, that came out last year, why would they include that for the 2020 Comic-Con? Well, I look at the Spider-Man PS4 game, and that game came out in September of 2018, but we got that for our 2019 San Diego Comic-Con figure. So anything I think I would say after Comic-Con could come forward into the next year, if you understand what I'm saying. So I definitely think that that's a possibility. It was such a big movie. I think that the Joker's never had a San Diego Comic-Con figure before, so it'd be kind of cool to get him, I think. But next up, we've got Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. This could really apply to anyone from that movie. I think at least some of the main characters, like I could see Black Mask maybe being one, but I don't know, but specifically with Harley, I definitely could see it being the case. I think that she would make a great figure, or even, this I don't necessarily agree about, but I think that she would make a good set as well if they are doing the sets. I think that that would be fun. But that being said, a Joker staircase would be, it would be incredible. So many people would buy that set. It would be crazy. And I hope that that isn't the case. I hope that they just include figures from this past year, because those sets are more expensive than the figures, but yeah, I could see it being someone from Birds of Prey, like we just talked about. I know it's R-rated and everything, but just their outfits and different things I think could work really well. This is my final prediction. This is the one that I'm really betting on. I think, but Batwoman. I really, really, really strongly think that it would be Batwoman. I think that this is the most logical choice, especially looking back at the other SDCC figures in the past. Black Lightning's figure came out the year that the show started. So I think that Batwoman, I know that she stepped down from the show, but these figures have probably already been made and printed. So I really think that it could be her. I really, really think so. I don't know why, but I'm betting everything on that. But I just think that just giving us a variant of a character that we've already gotten is personally what I always prefer over them creating just a brand new character. Like, I look back at the Arrowverse, and it's just all the characters that they've done for Comic-Con have almost always been characters we've never gotten before. Vixen, Arsenal, the Atom, and Black Lightning, and it's just so frustrating that we've never gotten them in a set before. But let's move on to Marvel now, and somebody said this, it's the Spider-Man Far From Home suit, the black and red one. We said this for last year. I just think that it's a little too late. I know that it did come out either before, I don't remember exactly when the movie came out, but it's a little too late for that, I think. But Gwenpool is one that I said last year because they love doing like Deadpool as the San Diego Comic-Con variants. So I would love for that to be the case. I think that she's just such a cool and unique looking character, and I said this last year. I feel like I clearly remember saying this, but with the success of Into the Spider-Verse and everything, it would be just such a good combination of the two. I think it would just be really, really great to get a Gwenpool figure. And then, of course, because I know that the movie's now coming out in November, but Black Widow was originally going to be out in March. So I think that either the set or the actual, figure could be a Black Widow white suit or even Red Guardian. And I forgot to say this for DC as well, but I think that the statue would have been Wonder Woman in her like eagle outfit, so maybe it could be like Steve Trevor or something for the DC figure, but I don't think that he would be interesting enough to be the figure in my opinion. But I don't know, it would be kind of cool, maybe a Wonder Woman variant or something, since the movie would have been out by the time that Comic-Con actually came around. But here's my guess for Marvel. I think that for sure a white Black Widow was going to happen, either in a set or the figure. But here's one that I would personally like to see, and looking at last year with the game reverse or whatever they're calling it for Marvel, this is my bet. The Iron Man Sin suit, and this is from the Avengers game, and I think that just the whole push that they've been doing with all the themes and different things. I look at the Spider-Man figure, it is labeled under the Spider-Man theme logo. I look at all of these Avengers sets that we're getting, and I think that an Iron Man variant would be really, really cool to get for that. I think it looks really awesome, the suit variant from the game, and the game was supposed to come out in spring, so before the actual San Diego Comic-Con, so I think that that is a really good choice for a figure. And I don't know what's going to happen. Again, this might not happen. They could just push this back to 2021. We'll have to wait and see. But I think that this suit it's just changing up the design of the Iron Man that's coming in every single set this summer. So I think that that would be really, really great as the choice. But lastly, I know that some people were like, oh, well, who's the Stranger Things character going to be this year? And this isn't a reoccurring thing for Stranger Things. I don't think it was just, they've been doing this recently with the Lego Movie 2, and they did The Hobbit and different things. So when they have a new theme, sometimes they'll include a figure at Comic-Con to go along with it. Same as Stranger Things last year. The reason we got Barb was because we got the new Stranger Things set. So I think that for the, third San Diego Comic-Con figure, it could be a Star Wars one for the first time. It is the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. Could be Cal Kestis, just looking at the success of the Spider-Man PS4 figure, how much everyone loved that. I could see them doing Cal, but I think that for the new themes that are coming out this summer or would have been released by then, Minions and Super Mario. So for Minions, I would say give us a Gru, like an adult Gru. That would be my bet. Maybe a Minions variant or something, a purple one. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but that is a new theme that LEGO acquired, and it would have been coming out in July, so it would have been really cool to tie that in, I would say. Just like Stranger Things, the new season launched in July as well, right? So I think that that would have worked really well if it was something like that. And for Super Mario, new theme coming out. Could see them doing a figure for Mario, but then of course they would release figures down the line, but it would just be like Azog from The Hobbit, where they released the figure but then of course included him as set later on. Just, it was a little bit of a variant, but that would be my choice, I would say. But yeah, I don't know. What do you all think of this? I've kind of been talking for a bit, but I want to hear your thoughts. Who do you think would be the DC Marvel, or maybe I'm missing a theme or something that you have an idea for them to include a figure for? Again, this is just speculation. I don't know if it is actually happening, but I would be shocked if LEGO does skip out on it. And how they would hand these out, I don't know, because all the other ones you can purchase, like the Funkos and all that. So with the LEGO, it's a raffle, but if there's everyone buying it, you know, if it's everyone who's attending Comic-Con that can enter this raffle, it would just be insane, you know. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of this? I hope that you did enjoy this video. Let me know down below in the comment sections your choices, but I hope that you did enjoy it, and I hope that you all have a great day. See you all in the next one.